in North Carolina, Governor Pat McCrory now is really feeling the heat. You have a bunch of corporations now that have come out against this there, and PayPal declined to open up, I guess, a call service area that they were going to do, 400 jobs. You also now have a bank, can't remember which, Deutsche Bank, said that they're not going to open up a planned, I don't know if it was a branch or they had proposed expansions in North Carolina. They've called it off because of this law. Now, this is what happens, right? Once one corporation does it because they are afraid of feeling the pressure from either their customers or just in general. I mean, I think a lot of this, and this is, I think, one of the, the big untold stories of social media, particularly even Twitter. You just, because there is a social media, it has empowered consumers to punish corporations, or at the very least, not even with necessarily any type of, boycotts, but they are afraid. Corporations are inherently afraid of bad media. And it's really just because there are individuals who are afraid. They're just afraid that their boss is going to come down the hall and say, why are we getting bad press? Doesn't even come down to a dollar figure. I mean, maybe they have projections that it would, but it really is corporations run on this fear. There's just everybody, it seems to me, in a corporation, their job number one is not to get blamed for anything. And they will go to great lengths to make sure they don't get blamed for anything. So when one company speaks out against it because some dude in the company is just like, oh man, I don't want to get in trouble with this, and they come out and say something, all of a sudden that puts all sorts of pressure on other companies. PayPal's not going to open their expansion. Well, if Deutsche Bank goes ahead and they do their planned expansion, it looks twice as bad. Because now not only are they not doing it, they're doing it despite the fact that other companies have already shown that they can't do it. And so this spreads like wildfire. I mean, this is what happened with Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh is in big trouble, folks. I mean, iHeartRadio, or formerly Clear Channel, they're in big trouble. But part of it was just that Rush Limbaugh, basically because of one guy on Twitter, started this campaign. And really tanked what was a rather large business, a lucrative business, because it just went around and these companies did not want to be associated with Limbaugh. And that's what's happening to North Carolina. In North Carolina, now some companies are doing it to get a little bit of attention, but I'm going to give it to them. xhamster.com, which apparently is a very popular porn website, is banning all computers from North Carolina since 12:30 p.m. on Monday. And they will continue to do so until North Carolina repeals House Bill 2, which is a law that, among other things, overrides municipalities and counties that pass laws to protect LGBT rights. My understanding is, and someone I am too, that this is also any ordinance, including things like raising the local minimum wage. That's not getting quite the attention. We've spent the last 50 years fighting for equality for everyone, and these laws are discriminatory, which xhamster.com does not tolerate. They wrote in an official statement sent to the Huffington Post, judging by the stats of what you North Carolinians watch, we feel this punishment is a severe one. We will not stand by and pump revenue into a system that promotes this type of garbage. We respect all sexualities and embrace them. They said that in March they had 400,000 hits for the term transsexual from North Carolina alone. People from that state searched gay 319,000 times in the month of March on their there's a lot of people shut off from their favorite porn site in North Carolina. And the government, the governor, I don't know if it's specifically in response to this porn site being down.
Oh, yes, it is. In fact, specifically, that's become a problem for me personally.
He came out and said that he was going to expand protections for state employees, which would prevent these workers from being fired for being gay or transgender. He also said he would seek legislation restoring the right to sue for discrimination. I'm not convinced that part of that isn't also to head off a Department of Justice investigation. The Department of Justice can go in and really deal specifically with, I think, federal and perhaps state employees, because maybe arguing that they're getting some funding, some federal funding. But this is not going to be enough. McCrory is backing up, but there's only so much he can do. I mean, look, the legislature is going to have to reverse themselves, or slowly they're going to lose business after business after business. They're going to lose jobs in North Carolina. I don't think there is any chance that if this isn't rescinded, that you're going to see the NBA All-Star game in North Carolina. Just no way. No way. This stuff is going to be just continued to be toxic. And this is just another way that these right-wing bigots are going to continue to isolate themselves. It really is stunning. And so, you know, if you're going to go use a porn site, I would use that X Hamster, and that one's on me, X Hamster. Yeah, I mean, they're not a sponsor of the program. I you don't have to send me a free member pass or whatever it is. Just saying. I'm not saying I won't take it.
Majority report code.
Use the coupon code majority to get 10% off your first. What do they have, like live cam? I have no idea. All right, let's go to the phones.
That's you and Nell, not me.
Hi, I'm Sam Seder, and this is an Ann Coulter doll.
You should not be immigrating here. Stay in your country and hate us.
For smart progressive talk and a little bit of this and even a little bit of that.
Mission accomplished.
Subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook to get some of our best video clips.